Good Friday. And it's an amazing day. Akwaba. 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 Maxwell Guachi. Akwaba. Nana Ajiman. You are number one, Nana Ajiman. Akwaba. Enjoy your long weekend. Isifu. Akwaba. Maxwell. Norbert. Akwaba. Isa ending pretty Akwaba. Aisha. Akwaba. Lady Julia, my reggae queen. Lady, enjoy your Good Friday. If you 1, 2, 3 Akwaba, Mr. Odia Sempa Akwaba, I'm a tiger Akwaba, Pat Diabo Akwaba. Lady Julia say hello, beautiful sis. My gorgeous, curvy, sexy, sensual, passionate. Uefe Akwaba. Oscar, Odanka. Odanka. Lady Julia kisses right back. Odanka Akwaba. Akwaba Odanka. Happy Easter to all of you. Rollins Ba Akwaba. Around afternoon, I'll be back. I don't know exactly when. Lady Julia Nyamishrao. I'll be back. I don't know exactly what time, but I'll be back in the early afternoon. And I'll come with reasons why I am convinced that Kenny Japan is being pranked. Hey, what prank and poto? Only but Obum. Lady Julia no danka metawanasi. Easter no koduniwa. Kwewu. Enyame campaign na ma start here. Nkame. She words danka me dasi words in some way free no ban pampan it even has fragrance idea danka it words to me obi the yes boy no the for girls or the saka they no they have a way with words. Now words would hit you in a vibration. Inti meka kosi say campaign dangerous both ways so. Nimpa no ba be di intro. No dangerous so be di intro. Na ye so a omo ya campaign na ye gigi ho no. Omo so omo ejimi pa se omo gini nyina di na jimi penifo no Jimmy for Bessin Korease. Now I've just found the biggest hook. Can you Japan? MPP full bench row Busuma would do mu banching. Now I am just your foreseer. You are lucky that I tap into your energy. I'm going to bow me out for mo papa no on your chips are Lady Julia. Lady Julia. As name you na ye ba ko be yen say na enye heart you okay madam ase Monjo Ken. Missy Monkam Mobuntum yem. Say Ben. Yena ye gwe funi na. It is part of the plan. It is part of it. This is the smoothest conspiracy theory I'm going to decode for you. Sasu ne besi. BSc pen. Emompa hopes na do emom kwasia o. Enti Jennifer Queen na or date ne personal on a girl no whatever has transpired between them before or ongoing or whatever no whatever Hobson expressed there it goes beyond as a CEO station no Hobson or girl no or who as a be personal very domestic and fact politics no Enna because Hobson Kosia Penya Doye he wants to please Kennedy Japan. Moka is a Ken Kokan baby say Hobson Doye girl the girl be now wa pony home. Na girl no senior no can uchinu na wa marking no say girl no body language bimbo keke eti mi ma onu ken bufu ye e dey o say girl na koka say wey girl na koka say wey referring to Ken say onu any time obeka wey hu asem mo hu say ni say Florence Obini makoka say na wo yire kra watena wo hu ni madodo ade enti say Ken got pissed with Obini deeper and went disgustingly low because or say Obano edi ni kunchi akoka say or no crap on yere temo ade enti say the same way that Ken see Ochi allegedly Jennifer Queen because minjina hona hopes in DT no minjina ho but allegedly nimpa Ken can say odi na tem radio station so na girl no oye hopes na doye say ex-girlfriend no say dien wa pone ho no na dien na girl ni say girl na koye say wey enti hopes na doye say Jennifer Queen can say adie no ye o station ho no na omo ahihye ho a eye Kennedy Japan and Jennifer Queen is right. If it's only her gut and she has no leads, I am bringing her attention to it. Say, Kennedy Japan means run America. Or no, ena one hoping on wedding community sapping pension. Na hostess no host no so or your quasian paper. I didn't put me your quasia shows, sir. I didn't put me your shows, sir. You people bring you intentionally bring idea a best so jakwasia say mu say Kennedy Japan any nkrofo a omo woni hu nyina no they abuse women mu ya na we e wo senka obi epeja miame ye campaign eyi wo from the SKB eyi wo from the Sabato mo Felix Apia Sanyoma we ne was a moon zooming in no more portray piece Ken then or kafa search kwasi asemwa hopes in D station Ken no muko bisan question offer wa agree in the dan tam neri nyama foruwa neri nyama mi razi mam tum happy Easter I offerwa why is it that NPP for any NDC for why are you not questioning Kennedy Japan say aden no nankasa no or abusive physical abuse mental abuse financial abuse just say obe abusive why yeah severally you will proof of it. You need to cry a coffin Marie petition near Becca Marie Nansani in a petition and near Becca. Now we will say Aquano onye befitting na se nimpa na omutumi ka saa asem nyina afa no no so wo sa kofa omo asan ba na obehwe omo enum asem omo be kan ebe kan se nimpa no nipa papa na omo wie no so Mary se otumi ka se akwa no agimi o yento na abo Mary obese abeka se de ni ba se si anu konko bisa saa akwase ampeni no se in the east day miribisa ne day abazant no mo no number for we twenu eche we yakosia fudami na hopes na doyam boasam na ozi kire besiaban as a presidential candidate or as a president. What does he have to say about it? Mokwasiya your friend Kennedy Japan ono na Midland Bank police ni abuse or ba nisika wo police ni no bo ma me chi headmistress Kennedy Japan muni mkwasi asem obeka e ade we me can vividly because it was our weekend no na oye ne ba ayefro wo asinfo su or check pure water because ho kofa me go di kwasi asem physical sa weekend asem ne si Sunday no na kodwoyan se na ne si there coca oats no nchen de we nya veneers so asham sa kodwoyan se dwuma mezu no to know you and I were that and yet you could I will fuck you over in different colors how kodwoyan se mezu be a full documentary miss your best start if tesa no epede yen chance in UCC time man itam draws ma me hwa wodon o ma me zo ba wan hwanu nsun maka ni nya ye baka say man ka ye baka bibia don't worry I will give you the shine you need abna kokowa wa polish we mo hro ma todo osiamping so I know this vividly because kwasiye ya mo say yen no flag bearing me the videos ni beba sa time no muni menya nsasem okotena TV so onye Alote Jacobs ne hwinde pupundewu Alote Jacobs ne hwinde dewuta oja ahoma na igwe into efifirisi eguhia ho dama panyin totun oja ahoma baka de ehunu gwarema wa ase onso egunu do na ehyewozi hen sister Mens Julia. Do you know the stupidity can spew that day on the show? Me try message come on my hin na funde to gbe no one reply that bibi Sunday we Jimmy sir emreshe bedwani munum asem o kan fa maame no bibi Sunday say what does he think about maame na police ni na bono no Kennedy Japan say oh yes sure say maame no na no ye din ti say me enti o deserve beatings no na onemba ne ba ko maame enra senya obana ba ne fie wa ase be dina tempa ena Alote Jacobs can say we abo kra fa ko dosu no mo sre ena omo di finish na me trebo en say we jimi na previous day na yes Sunday no mako police headquarters me say so omo say me bua me do me omo anto yama me back in front. Almost me drive it through police headquarters. They will not give me a pen. They will not allow me to write the name Kennedy Japan Beau and some report. I was heated. My daughter was like over the moon. Like, are you people? I wanted a restraining order because of what had transpired at Asinfosu. Me say story no ni juiciness no. Kodoyansen essentially. Okoton story ni cheap so was in chinka ho ozema Gabi Kojo was on phone with me hey so nipa obeno Kojo Youngson Mr. Azams be we wan Kojo was on phone with me ya o na all catch me say oh Araba what from in so time you're ready in about I can day more I ye day more what from this show and don't forget Kojo Youngson had made me go on a show. I wasn't a panelist, I was a guest. And guess what the show was? This is the person who hosted the show, morning show, Boy and Friend. The producer was this guy of Friend. The guy that took over Kojo Youngson at Super Morning Show. Oh, what's his name? This well-trained boy. Oh, man, let me see. Daniel Dazi. Daniel Dazi hosted that show. Monko TSA show because Yasama Midi was, and it was the truth. They were saying, do women cheat? To say, do married women cheat? To say, and on that show, I was the person who was admitting that I had cheated whilst I was married, and my reason, and I'm still unapologetic about it. I needed the guy to leave me because I had become you people don't know nothing. When time I started saying Pisca, oh Kojo, why did you disappoint my mom? Miss Oforu Kojo Youngson. Time Afraba Nyamo or Kotune is on Krama Penitun. Damn time na Grace Youngson. O Janoma wo flat 40. Miss Batchon Crofa wo ya brabuma we ye wuzifu. Mafra Kojo. I can't tell. I really can't say off my head how many times I've driven my car into Kojo Youngson's house. Like right now, like before this happened. Nifi na otimu was rolling. School junction down one. Kojo oyewuzifo. Why? It's my story. So me nya show. Assembly see fresh now. Kojo na my friend, first person, Sunday. Onupo no ka echemde da bi mama menye case no Asin, because every time they call anything, I'll have to come to Asin. Munko Accra. Kojo na me father margin. Inti se Kojo onu wo here guest on their show. Someone over to Suama Schmiss show ne down. My show no down my boyfriend at the time. They only like the one I mean J. Yeah. Hey, sister, such calm man. Si abotama mkawa some Kojo na my papa no Winder. O send an my miss Nijam. But a flat 2 or to flat is it 8 or to 4 floors above us. And now your block 40 UCC. That time none of papa in here. Dean of BB Adam. Inti Kojo, menye Kojo kasaya, I'm a driver, I'm Kodrin Kran. Mukodrin Kran, first port of call, police headquarters. Menye Mabano, because this had happened right in front of her. She was the one who was actually helping lift in the papana, says stroke reach, no, Miss Shan. You people don't know nothing, oh. Mukodru police headquarters, Mr. Police phone, Mokweke Jinantwa, Nama Domi, so Akadamu, one trial. Police headquarters, Sunday morning. Kojo was on phone throughout. Kojo, Nis de Coca Woods in there, when you have Venus Ashishan. Kojo Azam's very one. How Kojo? What Kojo knows about me, so Kojo was the trope. Kojo actually edited a draft of mine. You people don't know. What could be Pamela that she know me? Has my name caused anything in her home before she got married, during when she was married, after she Kojo Youngson my mo mesine be ye Ghana for Anderson Cooper onye chichinga eipe o onye chichinga eipe I fuck. So I was on phone with Kojo the whole Sunday. Kojo nyum she show no. Kojo ya hey, me chupa chops from Miss Murubu ampe Kojo bebe John wa hwama na na atinsu. Kojo ya we tu mu ahye show mama akodo instantly manje one dime bisan. Drove my car, went in. I had some pink hair tape, but that time now full dreads. Make it for 7 years down to my elbow, like dreads. Machichir. Erika Badu ain't got shit on me. Now me share black see-through long sleeve. Couture. It fits me couture, but on yet that much of a corset. That it was a soft corset sort of. And a black dragging my body like body contour skirt sort of slit to my umbilical cord. Messi mudru wewa. Joy FM popoya mam so cry. Yeah. Panelist no sofo no fam yanko. Pepe yi ma me no fam yan. Ami na me akobo tutu no merka chere honde fio mbesi afi ni ma za ya. I mean, that was my reason. Yes, it's in my book. I might as well share. Into that Moko ya me na the mazia when you are instantaneously Marco show me the wab okay. Into say asam bi day atom na se kojo se. Ma afre kojo na kojo so. Yeba mo anapa first thing in the morning. Akasa nka who was Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor is in Boamba because this was before 2020. Because yes, I'm not OC. This was about few months before. I will bring all the details, don't worry about it. In Tazachi Monday, Nimda Moko Joy FM, and I also know Emma or sister station bia on 1 year brofu. Me wanaka, into a bummo baby, walk of vernacular more, and you flow then I will minimum. Equa down the way na don't just go in, zoom in, say be passionate, do this, do that, be sad. That's why I know that you make people. I mean, what you see is what you get on scripted. One okay, children has so idea. Yo, I'm just going all out. You are going to be the person I'm going to mention as my media person. Is that okay with you? This is a huge story. This is any day no more podcast. Now on podcast one bay, now one bay. In the only any was Koyo Koyo Wolf is not what pig farming. Wolf is not what pig farming. No so no story war. Metina hot dressy. Could you see Baba last minute also no actually it will be a phone interview, and I was understanding all of this because it was just the previous day and it was not part of their production. So Metsa say don't forget na Kenny Japan or Sinfusu. Minim mu family ni minim mabani ko na time nso ma aka fa ma aze fi ho intimi nda ken ori fi ho da ma da metina phone do ko do yansen onyem or prepam ebe ko ka de ya ye de wo fa half na ha wo ye de ya ye dam into have a station in particular na mu oh obey one of them mo waka twi waka fancy one. We may tune to every station. If your husband commentary box, me say station dear. Could you obey which obey? I every man I met say there. Oh, obey a guest person be or you panel. Hey, you would want to go men ye men content. This happened over the weekend. This that. Oh yeah, madam. But the home phone ring the mommy I de Kenny Japan. Oh, sure, no do. My friend could you, papa? Could you not suppose a load on over 9 per from say, or there she them water, Marcassa, a bit no, my friend could about. Show now, wait, baby. No, but texty. Oh, Arba, I'm so sorry. Nah, I was saying, oh, on you, what's going on? Oh, no, there was there. Mama, get back to me. Mama, get back to me. Say, now, my ban, why pay? Mama, get back to me. Why, hours so, or 8 days. First, let me pay them off a high road. We pay them. May say it fucked me up in so many days. Nah, Kenny Japan also opened his mouth and said, Kotia meti or no kwakoye radio show. Media guy no small boy no on one or better you so no catch Gabi say. Kojo can spill it. And you are the only person I spoke to. Unless you are very stupid to come and tell me, oh, Bezima bills. And now Bezima will be no. You better name the person, if not, or yao. And I said, you are 5 years. My can't show day. Mat's it so. Kojo Jansen. Haba. In your ethics, people. Morals, zero. Ethics, nil. conscience atotari our let me move on. So I know what it is when someone is with you, making you believe that as in they are na come so only be na waziri ya Kena mudonyami. It will look like, it will seem as though, it will smell as if, it will look and feel similar. It will almost become, but he will never be announced the elected flag bearer for NPP. I do not give a damn how many prominent people in NPP drop Baumia on camera and support Ken. I won't give a damn if Samira Baumia rose in front of Ken and says he's a better choice than her husband. I will not care which international communities will come and say with every proof Ken is the man of the moment. I do not give a damn. I do not give a flying fuck if Anas will come and say, as for this one, Ken will win. I do not give a damn. If Nanado does daily video, fellow MPP, until the primaries is over and beg everybody on his knees and stomach that they should vote for Ken. I am telling you, MPP will never, ever pronounce anywhere ever that Kennedy Japan has been elected or chosen or whatever word as their flag bearer. He will never be. But they will let him think. So only Bema or no, see, my parents on our list. Na okona okoje list na. Udi agra Obama no kwama ne no at na te say eku ne yere for the next 20 years. Na list na penawaji. Does that make you his wife? Or you're knocking her? Does that make him your wife? Nyameba akwaba. No, it doesn't. Unless that person finishes with that signature, he can have 10 children with you. He can build, he can do everything with you. You will never be the wife because you are not recognized legally. Sampna chino. Nyameba. Thank you. Sampna chino be na MPP ne Keni Japan chino. Kena. Senya otumi jina Baumia stage so. Na obua. Or the G enyonyam for this time say beka say na ono ampo na jimie munti oka maya amano a edume nso meso a adenti na wo ya amano ya wonim say obewini wugina sa simpie na so na wo expect say onya nti ebedu so na wo be expect say ono nso beba ukotena ne nchen wo kam Judas wanfa etio ana zoom lens ena echere say Jesus na gina ho no debi okoya bena so nimu de nano Etareno. Efie. And so now you say kiss it, yes, obisi mefi wanoa, and I make sewa. Ede ene edeba. Enti she say na Jesus, we who say kiss bi beba, baso. Senya nakuma mi ne de no. Senya Jesus akuma mi ne de. Say Judas asoprena no. Eno ne che say edone nua donna. Che say Jesus wayelem. And so na sa kiss na is supposed to make you sa kiss no eno na ye de fefe ken ho no ye fefe ni sa abebe na do down kwa Akufuado, a learned man of his caliber ni moja any JB down kwa na ono na oye adwuma ma CI mojimi Ken, you are being played like a fiddle. Remember, police announcement. What's about something? It just dropped on my phone. Let's read it. Oh, open jaw. If you never open, it's not important. Make her go. Make her just mind myself. Also, you can't leave your wife and insult me. What was I coming to look for? A+ threatens NIB not to question him over MP who took a bribe to kill the NSS story. Adum Otri alleges. Okay. So what was I coming to open? What was I saying? I've forgotten. Do you know Napoleon Bonaparte? Okay, I've remembered. JB Dankwa. Oh, Kevin Taylor kind of saying you no correct. JB Dankwa. Say Almighty Kevin Taylor say JB Dankwa.
This trader has just passed the $12,500.
Oh, it's yeah. Whom am I to say otherwise? Kind dream.
So JB Dankwa was being paid under the table. That is why time I'm a honey buyer, no. The CIA agents that could not officially. JB Dankwa was being paid under the table. That JB Dankwa was being paid under the table. That is why time I'm a honey buyer, no. The CIA agents that could not officially tell Mahoney say JB Dankwa is our agent because they knew that Washington wasn't going to be happy about it. At least on paper, Washington wasn't involved. Anything at time man no echo DC any Kennedy say he had already issued a statement that nobody from a country can work for the US government. That means maybe Washington had realized that some people were collaborating with some people underground to work against their own country. And they knew J.B. Dankwa was somebody who was working for them. Because J.B. Dankwa, a day and a man to me, money pay free prison, Becca say, Mahoney say, what a meka, also with your salary, mano. Mahoney on fire with Juma, a Ghanaian presidential candidate, insisting on his salary from a foreign country's embassy. It means we're snitch. You are a terrorist. You are a political Judas. You are an informant. This man's a wicked man.
Nyame na America. Ibradango Bako. Internet Messiah. Okay, Tietie, ne best friend. Ono no arkasan. Mo antia muntie biom. Kevin Mawano nko.
So JB Dankwa was being paid under the table. That is why time Mahoney buy, the CIA agents they could not officially tell Mahoney say JB Dankwa is our agent because they knew that Washington wasn't going to be happy about it. At least on paper, Washington wasn't involved. Anything at time man no echo DC any Kennedy Kokasari Kennedy can say he had already issued a statement that
Kennedy Japan na ye kano Kennedy F Kennedy JFK.
Nobody from a country can work for the US government. That means maybe Washington had realized that some people were collaborating with some people underground to work against their own country. And they knew J.B. Dankwa was somebody who was working for them. Because J.B.
To work against their own country. Kennedy Japan po on you related to this man po. Wabua amaya working against on one party. NPP. Afia ya etwemi. Na mi bisa wo nanado dankwa ne din ni JB Dankwa mamu nkohwa mi minyim mamu nhwe yenhwe Untie Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's maternal grandfather. Enti ne maame papa, ne maame afem, ne nana bema ewo ne maame afem. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ne nana bema ewo ne maame afem. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's maternal grandfather was Nana Se Ofori Atta. Se nunku ama unhu se ono so now UK. He was probably knighted. I don't have facts. But once I say when he did, I will say me nkoshe and some become one, but I would assume say he was knighted by the queen. I want you to see how deeply linked Nanado is. Onye nipa bete sanye say ofri asim ho baby na wako no dabi. He is well connected. Nanado's maternal grandfather was Nana Se Oforiatta, who was king of Achim Ebuakwa, who was a member of the executive council of the governor of the Gold Coast before Ghana's independence. And sana ye babeji found who the supposed one. Na do ne na bema de ne maame ne papa de. Oni abrofo no na yi dwuma wa ben. Na sa Nana do dan kwa Akufo-Addo. Ono aso he is a nephew of Kofi Asante, Ofori Atta, and William Ofori Atta. Nanado ne grand uncle. Say Ofori Atta ya oyo hini ya no wa abemi. Nini abema. No. Ne mami afem because ehoye Ofori Atta. So his grand uncle was JB Dankwa, another member of the Big Six. Dama Nanado ya onuni mojem omutumi eno nante to say inside the Big Six. Omo anomunu ubumaino. But omo suna eyiwu na wo ken ubetimi aka MPP for omo bone achen Nanado de obetimi aye no anonymously. Wo de wo ba o se ka no kra no na ojimiemu wa beka de aye wonka. Nanado nso de otuni franka na de afada inichi. Nicodemously. Na se wan kokan nimpa na wo pese won finishing no wan ko ben no a wo be den na we nya na finishing mo hwe kene Japan oyo obi a wo pese won ye open enemy to. You don't want to do that. No one wants to risk that unless you are as authentic as myself. Me pet see on ho kwasia we into me. I'm fearless. I don't have to maneuver. Me penny bibia, me ban penny bibia. I don't have to tolerate his stupidity, his kosiana or yen. I don't have to tolerate any of it. That's why I me said the But Nanado will not come this far with this legacy with one intent to me accomplish it, becoming the president. Through it all, no matter what was said against him. Muna musi oton fie japade nyina it was for worthy cause. Sa Nanado no mohwena enti we free so enti no o free so bonimu odi ni timing na niamoke bia forget that nonsense. Sa Nanado no mohwe obetena ho edi party kakraka osunu kokroko mo kase Nanado dankwa na mua mujida sese otumi to an establishment me pa cho sa Nanado no oyare ana wewu mo kase repeating it is a human's job. Ken mpo a onko cabinet dampo or the necessity ni bu se ono a mover and shaker ono. He spoke too early. He is too stupid to know how to conceal his intentions. Ken MPP re a white no sheko is legon mess waiting chim there. Ow, we Jimmy me say area way me brew the exact tactics, the exact skill and Nanado na Gabi omu aconceal omu intentions ba omi aka omu no omu helu to your downfall which is esa ya ne uko no buga wunim sa terrain. They are using weights to outdo you. Hey, Okay, you are too little for this game. This one, Pepensone Eduno, enye buga buga o. Felix Apia kan no ante. Enye he macho. Enu ni. Missy area, please. Jania we bia, just join me. Yes. Chirichie. Munim nidin. Joseph Kwame Chirichie Boache Dankwa. Chirichie. Aspect me dasi o. Munjo. JB Dankwa ni din pa e friend Joseph Kwame Chirichie Boache Dankwa. O chirichie o chiripose inti no obesnichi no. Ope ono nkwa pese menkuminya ono o chirise bibi betwi. Una se ade dua ebe na etwi. Edua no se mben a entwi. Takrama nhye anumu anka ono sin de twaka ben. Ehwene woti se ya na esi aka hwene. Onben no. Hey, aspect nyami shraw. Happy Easter. Kwo. JB Dankwa. Ni great nephew. Ni great nephew. Nana. Hey. Hey, Ken. Aspect. Muni na mo power tapping. I mean, sham aspect me das. Aspect grammar say, yeah, friends. Aspect. Yeah, we're friends. Oh, yeah, we are. Thank you. Share. Kenny Japan. Missy Dana Mubaya primaries no. That day he will be happy. He will be so happy. But he will never go to bed as the flag bearer. He will be happy because everything has already started seeming as though Onoye man of the moment. Oh my God. Who knows the story about the naked king? And the naked king. Mercy, he who the gods want to destroy, they first make mad. Inti na omuma ken ni bufu akanino. Ni bufu ye na otutu ni hugu ye no. That day was his downfall. The day he dared the president. The day he dared the vice. That day, Ena Akufo-Addo, eni Bawumia, Eddie camera seems to say, have you seen the Boku tendencies in this boy? Oh, aspect. Dr. Bawumia. Na woni nyansa won kasa o. Me pa cho sa asem emu nim. Woni nyansa. You know the job. You for no job na. Hey, Dr. Bawumia, I respect him. Wow. So if that is the case, you, Samira, now I'm understanding something. You and your husband, after you went to Ken, I can now feel why you people were there for that long. And I can now understand you without telling me. Samira, I don't regret that I've been angry with you and said bullshit to you. I don't regret that because you should have in our communication told me that, man, if you know what he requested. But it's also okay that you did it at my blind side so that knowing that he has his stupidity overlooking whatever I do, no. On him say, I was genuinely pissed, which means you genuinely seemingly made him think you had done what he requested, but you didn't do it. Wow. Samira, I'm sure that is the story. Because I could never understand why that communication between you and I went the way it did. But now I do get it. Because in the same vein, and I'm an Adrian say, Munina cry. Matias, yes, some man in your pair or best say, and you have played an amazing chess game with him. Kenny, Eda mobile primaries, no. Sadan, Missy, any Jena Ubenya, no. Edwakuma Bekos, but before the sun will set on the results, you will never go to bed as the elected flag bearer. Now the shock wave, heart palpitations now ubenyano edimoja beko wadri no street. Adwempa hin pochari. You cannot handle the pain, Kenny Japan. You can't. And I'm very happy. Pain no be growl. The pain would paralyze you. It will numb you. The pain you are about to endure. Hey! Kenny Japan nanka omu ye big 6 so. No omu ye big 6. JB down kwa kortin. Where do you come from? Wankasa. What is where exactly do you align with Asina? And now you want to go to your biological father who is from Wa. Kasongo ye una bigimata beba choking in Japan. Ye man him digging your nose early morning. Yes, I'm drilling, but I'm not digging. I'm drilling it, and then I'll use it for breakfast. You're invited. You are invited. It means as I'm not making a cold donu. People like you in Tina, girlfriend and Nanaba. Waka shanesi, maneni my day. Clown. Name for our happen. Well, over time, and Katsumpo would have, please go and enjoy that stupidity. So, Nana do school no kweni na Kufo ne legacy na like mudi amunhwe mpanimfo mo MPP. They are all going to accept Ken's utterance. Say omo ejimi who party omo ejimi sada, and he does not even know why. A sensible person like he himself. Or join the Kwasia Forza. You people think Nanado Kufo Michael Inti Ken say onuna obo herikote bisia Emma herikote or de koto danya. Line restricted for some audiences. Thank you for restricting them. Why? I appreciate life visibility restricted because almost in me idea. Oh, mobaba abe ye mobile reporting me page. Hey, moji me sir. Mo say me say hearts no me any baby umbeka say sexual content. Imagine sexually suggestive behaviors. Eno ni e wan hin no. Ah sir, me so obi mbezima. Ono me yan den. Bojo TikTok. How do you do that one? How do you do it? That my content now was my and why and then. And I won't move. Huh? Okay, so like I said, Kennedy a Japan. Nakuma beko through with joy. Timer, Dr. Baumia, bye no Becca and say. Is as an art. 1 minute. Oh, a rolio. Timer, Dr. Baumia, bye now, or Becca and say. Onwa Oshe. Ohe said, ya airqua. Say ye kaya bani na crampa onya inti onu dia wa concede na isi mbebo abano ba wehu eda ebe share NDC fo mu dia mu hwe asenka ye ohana finally Jimensa bebo boy no oka say oni machine na Dr. Baumia kan ho asem. We concede on concede yo constitutionally no ono na ba okan no Dr. Baumia na ewini me pacho na ye nyina so a yenim se Papa your friend and John Mahama de savior of the world openokre entinka obe congratulate Dr. Baumia no. So to me like congratulations now. Enka wo hwa NDC for na mpo omo awini na omo hyehye nkrofo fie say government property san nkrofo nka hwa nkede ne be omo. Dr. Baumia na nkasa mpo aba beka say ono de ohwa aba no ye boni nyina kra onya ba Jimensa ni Dr. Baumia beka na enye legal. That was not the official result. It could have been anything. They could have even declared him insanity. It could have been anything. They could have said, oh, one that enough, sleep deprivation, it was a prank. It could have been anything. But yenyi na mwana na mu jubilate supposedly no be asu bisa. Da be na Jimensa beba be announce. Da be na Jimensa beba be announce. Sa pe. Ena MPP primaries no ebeye except to say Eraze mu usa emi de pasa asem hwimusa e chese we can support no obo ken no mba fiokada. Usuna miyo ken on binde echina so kan Baumia na wasn't baba will look like it will smell like it will seem as if it will look as if no that fan kon tie ha usukura sa na ebesi inti se Dr. Baumi aba na obeka se obeba abeka anye se obeba abeka se senior primaries no aba bobọ no no ana senior omo ye campaign no kra for the primaries encroft me pa chawo why na we hu Kamala Harris Kamala Harris onya endorsement ama na endorsement nkotin tumtu abanka Kamala Harris what announcing president ansana wa ka voting Kamala Harris Kene Japan obey endorsement as Kamala Harris still obori one farm man Kamala Harris prophecies no ben uncrofu na what prophesy there Kamala Harris be win ni one now what fail proof posters fail proof they have been shared Kene Japan messy obada area birkiti Ken Nkwasia party we Jimmy na hu nyansa listen so what your party nke be exhibit just a little bit of candy or see ade yo or see party Nkwasia party say it wakote ni de ken si omu Jimmy ken si omu ya kron for ken pa cho wo ba hwam na oni omu be ye eduma no the same MPP for omu ba kwa fa omu wen the same Jimmy mewo edi empo na me be hwehwe Kamala Harris ni endorsements mon forget abua papon why there abua na otufun anti-ita Kamala Harris endorsements celebrities apapabi obiaba ose Kamala obiaba Ankosiaga list of Kamala Harris's 2024 presidential campaign endorsements Muntie yenya Republicans yenya Trump ne supporters omo beka bi ma Kamala Harris omo hwazi Republicans this is CBS News so Republicans who have endorsed Kamala Harris and spoken out against Trump Nkosiaga Dr. Bawumia na MPP zeroko. Muntie or say Vice President Kamala Harris has seen a growing number of Republicans who are endorsing her for the 2024 elections in the days leading up TikTok in the days leading up to and following the presidential debate with former President Donald Trump, as the two candidates are locked in a tight race. It will be Odompo Ejapon versus the former vice. Harris Ejapon in Trump Bawumia. They went head to head in Philadelphia on September 10th, and both candidates had surrogates in the spin room following the matchup. Hosted by ABC News, Among those advocating for Harris were 2 people who worked in the White House for Trump. Untio. Kamala Harris ni stage so no na but Dr. Baumia ni secretary and ni personal assistant bipo ensemo a wabeka enkosi Anthony Scaramucci. Anthony Scaramucci, who had a brief stint as Trump's White House communications director, and Olivia Troy, who was Homeland Security advisor to Vice President Mike Pence, went to Philadelphia to speak out against the former president. But why not president is Kamala Harris? Scaramucci and Troy are not the only Republicans who had announced their support for Kamala Harris. No. And the Democratic presidential nominees campaign rolled out Republicans for Harris. Intimi pacho mupe amonkwaye bawo miamba omodo Kennedy Japan enko city obeye twin obedi gas waye twin can campaign na oh, Republicans for Harris Bawomians for Ken 1 year. They did this to bolster outreach to GOP voters who opposed Trump. Several Republicans endorsed Harris at the Democratic National Convention in August, while a group of more than 200 who worked for former presidents George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush, as well as Senator Mitt Romney and the late Senator John McCain, signed onto a letter supporting the Democratic nominee. Enti abua papon no nyi wa apofia papon no nyi pra kwa doye wanka from one choristers na wakan na wanka sing chorus. We don't give a shit. Baomiana wasn't a baba as flag bearer. Hey. Cheney, Representative Liz Cheney, has been one of the most vocal Republican critics of Trump, and she announced her intent to vote for Kamala Harris during an event at Duke University on September 4th. She represented Wyoming in the House for 6 years, as Trump knew, which included 2 years in GOP leadership as conference chair before being ousted from the leadership position by pro-Trump Republicans and then defeated by Trump-backed challenger in a primary. Opposition. Oh, bye-bye. This is in quotation what she said. I don't believe that we have the luxury of writing in candidates' names, particularly in swing states. Quotation ends. Cheney said, as a conservative, as someone who believes in and cares about the Constitution, I have thought deeply about this, and because of the danger, I am attending my camera now. I matter. I have thought deeply about this, and because of the danger that Donald Trump poses, Donald Trump na oye ne party candidate poses that can kwasia na akoka say mo de ba omi akwa amu wini enti eno na NDC for the ayom chorus the same thing na ko ye or say not only am I not voting for Donald Trump but I will be voting for Kamala Harris. Me say mon ko fan krofo a omo di omo kokro moti bebo mo jemu aka say omo ntum ma ba omia emfa ye ho ba omia na no domi senior Donald Trump need any baby and numbers in ofi sky obey digitization digitizing the dado. The former vice president joined his daughter Liz Cheney Auntie Dick Cheney neba nkasi afebie joined his daughter Liz Cheney in announcing his plan to vote for Harris in November. Cheney has a long career in Republican politics, having served 4 presidents. In addition to being vice president to President George W. Bush, Dick Cheney was Secretary of Defense under President George H.W. Bush and White House Chief of Staff under President Gerald Ford. He represented Wyoming in the House for 10 years. Ninya dama nya zakata Kamala nature already. In our nation's 248-year history, America. Yeah, the 68 yampin. In our nation's 248-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat. Drumbo, who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He said, this Cheney guy said this in a statement on December 6th. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He can never be trusted with power again. As citizens, we each have a duty to put country above partisanship to defend our constitution. That is why I will be casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. Ninyara wenke saga. Na yenya former Representative Adam Kinzinger Sumobaka say, like Liz Cheney, Kinzinger has also been one of the most ardent critics of Donald Trump. The former Illinois congressman appeared at the Democratic National Convention, Muntio, on August 22nd to urge Republicans Ojina omo platform so patroni pa send you invitation no decline it. Why? Means an boss. Me ain't ready to invite anybody, sorry. Or say Onuna oye Republican okojina Democrats campaign ase epa Republicans na chow say they should all back Kamala Harris. Now, as I'm in quotation begin, I'll say Donald Trump has suffocated the soul of the Republican Party. Ebine yesi ba obiade NPP. His fundamental weakness has caused through my party like an illness. Kinzinger delivered a message to GOP voters to vote for our bedrock values and vote for Kamala Harris. Grisham. Also, he was a White House press secretary under Trump and chief of staff to the First Lady Melania Trump before resigning on January 6, 2021. when a mob of the former president's supporters violently breached the U.S. Capitol. She addressed the Democratic National Convention on its second night. No so crow. Me say yan shower ahinche na ukofa swa efrito keni Japan. Woye mfa wonko until forget. Or say no empathy, no morals, and no fidelity to the truth. As I'm all for Trump, Trump and a party member say Trump has no empathy, no morals, and no fidelity to the truth. We know the two as well say, I love my country more than my party. I love my country more than my party. In track and Ghana first Kushinya. Kamala Harris tells the truth. Yay! You better bre. Can Japan your cano crack? Can Japan your cano crack? Pa. Kamala Harris tells the truth. She respects the American people and she has my vote. Oliver Troy. Onosunoya advisor to Pence. She also advised to sow doubt and division. Only Trump new goal. Also, Trump new goal was to sow doubt and division and characterized a vote for Harris as a vote for democracy. Say we are Republican. Now Kotuma Kamala Harris, you have voted for democracy, not your opposition party. She said, you are not betraying your party if you vote for Kamala Harris. You are standing up for our country, the United States of America. Anthony Scaramucci. Also White House Communications Director before he was ousted from the role in July 2017 after serving just 11 days. He has since criticized Trump and the GOP, calling it a Trumpist party. And ananado and our party na bonebo and our control Japadie one and a fan he seeing him and I am penino. Okay. Whereby former Georgia governor Geoff Duncan Obekabi, Alberto Gonzalez Obekabi, all big Republicans, so staff of President Ronald Reagan Obekabi. 17 of them, 17 former staff members of the late Republican President Ronald Reagan endorsed Kamala Harris. 17, a dumb one. And so Kamala Harris winya. The same thing normally ya Kennedy Japan. But early afternoon, why I'm saying this with the proof, the facts, videos, audios, articles, almost say me yes sexual content in tea. Maybe I mean blue kisses na hearts no. Okay, love you guys. Safe Good Friday.